Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 104 of Direwolf20's Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode series. Whee! I'm setting up lasers. More lasers, similar to what we've set up in the past. So we set up a laser system like this previously, right? So does that mean you're working? Yeah, look at you go. Cool. With the intention, do you have upgrades? You do have upgrades. That's interesting. I wonder if I can... Okay, never mind. No, wait. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I have to figure out the... yeah, you four have upgrades. That's right. Tesla lib upgrades, right? Speed upgrade. Oh, you know what? There's energy upgrades, too. Maybe that would help with the speed upgrade, too. I should probably look into that. So a couple episodes ago, we used these laser bores, right? To, let's see, so if I wanted you to be known, and 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 you to be known. Let's get these four. We use this to get a particular resource, amethyst, out of the end, right? So I was working today to get ready for the episode, as promised, making machine controllers. And when I went to craft modular machines, I realized that in order to get the 39 machine blocks, I'm missing sapphire. And I looked at sapphire, and I realized that sapphire ore only really comes automatically from the lasers. We could also use the orchid from Botania, but the lasers from Industrial Foregoing is probably the best way. It comes from any biome, so any biome is available. Y level 0 to 255 doesn't matter. And a blue lens is probably the best route to go. So with that said, let's get for you. Let's get for you. Huzzah! Let's get for you. And let's see how fast we can make this thing run. Amethyst is running pretty good, right? So I'm not super concerned. So let's see what happens. You over here, right? So if we pop you in, you're currently doing... So I can put you in, and I can put you in, and then you're draining too much energy. But if I put you two guys in there, do you get enough energy, or are you cool? You're still draining a lot of energy, but you still might be faster than not. Is that good? I have no idea. Whatever. Works for me. How much RF tick are you using at this point? Only around 8. So that's funny. These things are just probably just hard-coded for how much energy they're allowed to accept. The only other thing I could try, unless they happen to be the type of machine that can accept power from multiple sides. Haha, they are. That they are, my friends. That's a neat trick. Some machines, it's the amount of power they can accept per side, right? So that's pretty good. Hey, look, sapphire ore, yay! Among other things, among other resources, not too shabby. So this has rapidly become my ore production area over here, hasn't it? So you should be extracting all that stuff. Oh, you extracted my... Did you do that back in the end? You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you did. I never even considered that that could have happened. Yeah, look, there's my magenta laser lens. We're going to need a filter. And we're going to have to go to the end to fix that. I felt like I was getting amethyst kind of slowly. And now I know why. That's funny, dudes. That's really funny. So I'm going to blacklist you. All right. Now we're cooking. Let's go to the end and see if that's also happened. I bet it has and we just didn't even notice. Dude, how hilarious is that? Ooh, let's see. Am I right? Yep, never would have suspected that could happen. That's too funny, dudes. I guess while we're here, we could also do something similar with this. So on the down, we're going to want to filter, blacklist, magenta lens, so that you can go back to being, you know, good. And let's get... these guys. And then we'll also do like we just did up there. Now you're gonna have enough power. Cool. Not too shabby. So I was gonna have all the stuff ready to make my modular machine today, but I failed to do that, mostly because we didn't have the stuff that we needed. Sapphires. I don't know if you're actually making a difference on power, guys, but you know what? Can't hurt to put them in there. They're cheap enough to make that I don't care. Huzzah! Now we're cooking. Look at that. All right, back home we go. Yay. All right, so now, do we have any sapphire ore? We have a little bit. So how can we process you? I'm assuming, like diamonds and other ore types, we drop you in the enrichment chamber. We only get 2 for that. We get 1 from the alloy smelter. We get 2 with a chance at a little bit more from a sag mill. What about grinding balls? Right? So main output 120, bonus 165. I'm looking for like a clear winner here. Dark steel seems pretty good. Ooh, end steel seems pretty nice. I'm kind of at a loss for what the best deal is. Vibrant seems pretty cool. Let's go with Vibrant. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's just going to be a 5x5 of that. So you're cooking. Cooking, 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 cooking. So you, sag mill, if I put you in there, and let's just set you to not auto output to the top for a minute. I guess we'll go disabled, it doesn't really matter. So sapphire, if I put 5 sapphire ore in there, not too shabby. Not too bad at all. Right, what am I auto-crafting in this thing? Honestly, nothing. Literally nothing. So that's funny. So I'll just leave those vibrant things in there, and if I run into a resource like that where I need extra of something, we have an option, right? That's not bad. What do we average there? About 5 per? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So back to modular machinery. I was going to make most of this off camera, so that's probably still the case, right? So we have a bunch of auto crafting to make, but let's just review what we're making. So I've already made the first 2, the machine controller. Can you like stop? Thanks. I'd like you to stop right around there. So machine controller, machine gearbox, and I just requested 39 casings. I'm going to need 6 hardened mana-infused glass, a multi-tank, some gelid cryotheum, and then item inputs and outputs, energy inputs, fluid inputs, machine vents, crafting coprocessors, and a processor for what looks like RF tools. So that's interesting. So why don't I make this all off camera, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's everything. I'm just waiting for my last machine base here, which should be all coming together. Nice. So that's the processor. So just to refresh, right, we've got the machine controller, the machine gearbox. Did I ever get my casings out of there? I probably didn't, and because I didn't, it used some of them, but that's okay. So that's 32, 39 is what we need. Oh, we're short on diamonds now. Look at us being low on diamonds. That's adorable. Enriching factory? That seems reasonable, right? Because I'm assuming you're doubling, right? You get double from the enricher. Yeah, good enough for me, right? Like I could vein mine it, but I mean, really? Really? Like, do we care? No. No. Cool. All right. So you're cooking, cooking, cooking. Everybody's doing their thing. And that'll get me the last of the casings that we need. Because I derped up a little bit and didn't take them out of the inventory once I crafted them. So a lot of the things that I crafted after them used them. Whoops. Oh well. What are you going to do? I just love how fast this thing is, by the way. Like, look how fast that is. It's just like, poof. Instant. Instant-ish. All right, so what we're totally going to do, essentially, is we want to replace this whole carpenter setup that we have up here so that it can do what we want it to do, right? Now, you've got seed oil going on, right? Which is the impregnated sticks things. Have we been using those a lot? Right? They're used for wood casings, so yeah. And they're also used for the advanced coils. So yeah. I'm going to say we've probably been using them a bit. So we definitely want to, like, keep in mind that that's a thing, right? So I'm trying to decide right now how I want to do this. Do we want to just build our modular machine back here and then start moving some of these over there? I feel like that's the right way to go. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. So if we're going to do that, let's get our void gadget. Boing. And did I get my casings? I did now. Nice. And we only need 39 of these. So, hey you, could you do that? So if I'm going to go from you, let's make you left and right 4. I like that idea. And then down 2 and up 2. Whoops. That's why we have undo buttons. Sweet. Hey, what are you doing on number 3? You don't belong there, buddy. The best thing about these light sources, and also we turned our thing back on, right? So we shouldn't worry too much about darkness. But the best thing about these light sources, honestly, is that, is you can kind of place them a little haphazardly, and it doesn't matter because you can't tell where they're placed anyway because they're so small and tiny. Alrighty then. That's cool. So should we get to building our modular machine? I think so. So let's refresh our memory on how that works. Sneak to freeze the current preview to be able to build it in world. Ah. The only problem is he seems to want to be a little bit funny about how he's placing. That should be cool, right? That looks good to me. Do you have blocks underneath here? No. All right, I like that. I like that. Should we move it back a little bit, though? I think maybe we should. Or maybe we should move it forward a little bit is what we should probably do. Let's put it, like, right here. How's that sound? I like that. So that way, it just chills right here. And then in the future, so, like, we have room on the sides to put some things that are going to process some liquids. And then if we have other modular machines to put in the back there, we can totally do that. All right, cool. I like this. All right, I'll take it. So we've got our casings here. So that, I presume, is this. Normal fluid and normal item. Does it matter? I mean, I'm hoping because it's, you know, modular, it doesn't super matter. You're kind of flickering in a way that makes me think that you do matter. Does that look better? I feel like that looks better. You're some kind of gearbox, maybe? Okay, that works. That must be the controller, right? Yep. Cool. And then I made hardened platinum glass, which is a valid... It was mana or platinum is what I could make. And then on the inside, right, so down on the bottom, I assume it's all casings on the bottom, right? I think that's going to be an accurate statement. Yeah, all casings. Cool. Gelid cryotheum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What goes there? Anything? Some kind of weird blue thing in the middle there. You think that's the multi-tank? That could be the multi-tank. He seems happy enough to be a multi-tank. Now we need 7 buckets of gelid cryotheum, which is weird to me. Like, wouldn't you want 8 in there just to make it nice and even? Oh. I made him ahead of time, though. Go, Direwolf, go. And we're going to have to obviously remove all the snow, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay. And then next up we've got more casings and we've got vents somewhere. Looks like casing here, vent there. That looks like a casing, right? That looks like a casing. So where's the last vent? On the top? Makes sense. And hopefully he doesn't hate the fact that there's snow in there, because that's a thing that's going to happen no matter what. Hey, cool. Blueprint found none. All right, cool. Advanced carpenter. Structure found none. Status missing structure. We're also missing a processor of some kind. That needs to go somewhere. Oh, you know what? We're missing on the inside the co-processors. I'm assuming the processor goes in the middle here, doesn't it? That would be a logical place for those co-processors to live, wouldn't it? Let's check the blueprint real quick. So up a level. Yeah, that's empty space, right? Okay. Yeah, the processor goes in the middle with the co-processors around it. We totally forgot those things existed. So you go here. I'm hoping it doesn't matter what direction you're facing. Cool. All right, not too shabby. All right, and then these guys. Now are you happy? Structure found, advanced carpenter. Missing fluid input. Really? Normal item input, normal fluid input hatch. Is that just because there's no fluid there, or like no fluid in there yet? Let's test a recipe. So what we would need to make in this, you know what? I think I have a bucket of liquid DNA, don't I? I do not, but we can get one, right? Because we should have our apple oak saplings. Look at that, 3,800 of them. So if we made you, right, you're just gonna chill here with a flux plug, yay. And we want 10 of these. And the genetics labware. Cool. You are slow. Give me a bucket, please. And I'm just hoping that I can click a bucket on this thing to get it out, but if I can't, I have an easy solution. Wow, you're slow. That's with tick acceleration, too. Yay! So, are you complaining about a lack, status not enough energy? Ah, so that's good. So the energy input is here, right? So that should be you. And now I assume you're going to tell me that you're missing input items. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. So that's your item input right there, right? So here's what we're going to do. I think what I'm going to do is have a fluid transposer. Wow, I do not have much for that, do I? Make enough of those things. Do we have a sturdy? We do. Water buckets? We do. Though I think I need 2 of them, don't I? Shouldn't be too bad of a craft. Yay. Oh no, I only needed 1. Never mind. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I needed 2 of these is what I need 2 of. So I'm thinking fluid transposer right under the thing. Right? So I just need 2 Invar gears, reception, frame, and gear of Invar. Times 2. Sweet. All the things coming together. Nice. And then we're also going to need an interface, right? So how are we on channels over here? Courtesy of this giant mess that we've recently made. So we've got 6 of 8. Or no, we've got 5 of 8 here, and we've got 2 of 8 in use here. So if I wanted to, I should have no problem running cabling behind this wall. Right, and here's my item input, right? So what I'm probably going to do is into a crate. And this is kind of my plan, because I didn't do the extra cells thing that I said I was going to learn. Bad direwolf. Your cobalt pickaxe is pure awesome. I tend to agree. Okay, so you're going to go in there. And then the pattern is going to go in this thing. And the items will go in here. And then I'll probably wind up just doing like a bucket of liquid DNA to do a thing. So that should be cool. Yeah. So if I pipe a liquid bucket of DNA in here, right, what I can do then is have a fluid transposer that just sits here. Also getting energy. So you could input from the left, but I'm going to have you on empty mode, so you'll empty the bucket. Okay? And I might make you this mode, but we'll see. We'll test this out, right? So then, like, let's say we put in the 6 items we need, because we're making Ludicrite, right? So if we look at Ludicrite's recipe, to make this, we're going to put the 6 items we need, plus a bucket of liquid DNA in the crate, right? And then the bucket of liquid DNA will go into the fluid transposer. It'll empty the bucket. It'll pipe the fluid up there using conduits. Okay. And then it'll do the craft. The empty bucket will go back into the interface, and the output of the craft will also go to the interface. Now, unfortunately, the output of the craft is over on this side of the thing. I wonder if, because it's modular, I can switch this. You think that's a thing that we could do? So you should complain about missing structure. What are the chances that we can swap this out? Because that would make my life super easy. And less dire wiry. You happy, structure? Missing structure. Womp womp. Today we learned you cannot swap that. Hey, what happened? Where'd you go? Oh, okay, cool. You just pretended to place the block there, I get it. Happy structure? Missing input item. Good. So ultimately what we're going to have to do is item conduit underneath this thing. Not the end of the world. A little dire wire. Probably going to get yelled at. I think you guys know that I'm okay with that. Let's run it under here. So at least it looks pretty good. Right? Not terrible. All right, I like this. I like this. This should work pretty well. Right, so you've already got your bucket of liquid DNA. Can I bucket you out of there? Just out of curiosity? I can. Yay. All right, so let's test a Ludicrite recipe, right? So what we're going to do, let's create a recipe for Ludicrite. Yay, rain. Everybody loves rain. So Ludicrite is made as a crafting pattern like this, right? But I need to double all this. And I don't think I can do that without actually having Ludicrite on me. Because it uses 500 mil buckets, not 1 bucket. So I basically have to double all this. So let's get to Ludicrite, right? So we need amethyst, plutonium, alumite, and all these things are auto-craftable at this point, right? Blaze mesh times 2, elementium times 2, and enderium times 2. Okay, and that shouldn't take too long to craft. Enderium, by the way, can be made in the alloy smeltery. It might be a little bit faster to process. Only a little bit, though. Right? Well, actually, we need 4 enderium, don't we? That's right. We need 4 enderium, don't we? Huh. Okay, not a big deal. Right, so if we have 4 enderium, 2 element, 2 of you, 2 of you, and 2 of you, we should get 2 Ludicrite box, plus a liquid DNA bucket, right? So then the only other thing we need now is filters, times 2, and we need to prepare the item conduiting for the crate. Okay, so your job you will be insert on brown, extract on green, always active. No, not extract on green. Insert on brown. You are extract on green, always active. You are insert on green, but you're going to have a blacklisted filter of you're not allowed to insert liquid DNA buckets. Cool? You, on the east, will be insert on green, extract on brown, always active. Okay? And you're going to have a whitelisted filter of DNA buckets, right? So what that should do, and then you are taking care of the rest, right? So that's doing the item output. So what should happen is it should put the liquid DNA bucket in the fluid transposer, empty it, extract the bucket on brown, insert it back into the ME interface so that we don't fill this thing up with empty buckets. Then the liquid DNA goes in here, and that should be cool. So you want to test it? So liquid DNA bucket went in there, and then it went in there, and then the empty bucket made its way, and we have a bucket of... What? Why only have 600 millibuckets? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? All right, so I'm not sure what happened to those 400 millibuckets. I basically broke and replaced the fluid input hatch here, and it emptied it. So then I got myself another bucket and did the thing, right? So just for purposes of testing now, right? Bucket goes in here. It's going to wind up in there. And we've got 1,000 millibuckets of liquid DNA, and an empty bucket goes away. Nice. That's kind of cool. I like that. So let's do the craft thing now, right? So like this goes in here, these guys all go in there. And that should be making things now. Are you cooking? Did we get Ludicrite? Wow, that was quick. We got Ludicrite, guys. Success. Success. We've done it. We have Ludicrite. So that is a recipe that can be placed right over here, right? So if I were to drop this in here now, right? Now the only other thing we're going to want is to set up. So here's what I'm going to want next, right? In addition to this, how's my channel situation over here? I'm pretty sure I'm only using like 3 because we set up this fancy thing, right? So 3 of 8 channels in use, so we should be cool. So here's what I'm going to do, right? Let me get another transposer. Okay, it means we're going to need a couple of these. At this point, I should just be auto-crafting these guys, right? Reception coil, bada bing. Hey, you were supposed to be done already. And invar gears times 2. Let's go. Thank you. So you're going to chill there. You're going to move up. You're going to have conduits, and you're going to have conduiting. Okay, like that. Like that. Auto output. Input from... Oh, well, look at that. You don't even need fluid conduiting. Look at that. Probably because you auto input. Nice. All right, so never mind the fluid conduits. That's cool, right? 2500 liquid DNA. Let's put an export bus for saplings, for apple saplings. Look, we're already at 4096. Nice. All right, you're making an export bus for me, I can only assume. We don't need a crafting card or anything fancy like that because all you're ever going to do is export bus apple saplings. To be honest, the only thing we might want is maybe a couple acceleration cards. That might not be a bad idea. Just so you can, you know, export a little bit quicker. Come on, channels. It ain't that hard. It ain't that complicated. Let's go. Recognize that you're a thing. Oh, right. That's right. You're overloaded. I forgot. This thing's overloaded on channels. Can I reasonably, for now, remove that? That should free up a lot of channels here because we're gonna make changes to that whole structure in a minute. That should make life a little bit easier channel-wise. Right, so now you're export busing apple oak saplings, right? Probably only need one of these to be fair. Okay, you're getting the liquid DNA automatically from the right side. So then we just need an interface here. Make 10 more of these for me because I know I'm gonna need them in a minute. Okay, and your back will be input output automatic. Okay, and what we're gonna say is a bucket equals a liquid DNA bucket. Okay. And that's going to go in this interface. Cool? So watch this. If I say I need Ludicrite, it knows all the things it has to craft to make that happen, including hang on. I forgot the bucket of liquid DNA in this recipe. Complicated things. You. That. Now we're good. You guys probably caught that dirt before I did. So if I want one of these now, to craft one liquid DNA bucket. Start. We might even see it happen super quick. See? You imported that again, didn't you? I'm going to turn auto input to disabled. That's the reason that happened. And then that means we do need fluid conduits up here. Not the end of the world, though. We were planning to do that anyway. Down will be extract always active, down will be insert, and everybody wins. Cool. And did we get Ludicrite? We got Ludicrite! Nice! Dudes, it's working! It's working! Look at that! Alright. So how about for now, we'll wrap up the episode here. And then our next plan will be next episode to basically move all the things that required water, right? All these recipes. And then also the carpenter recipe for the seed oil, right? How much seed oil do you guys need in the advanced? You need 50 millibuckets. Oh my, that's a lot. Not really. What we'll do is just do, 20 times that. So we'll basically make 20 impregnated sticks at a time, right? For a bucket, and I think that'll be cool. All right, for now, though, we're signing off. We'll come back next time. We'll get all this going again, but using the advanced carpenter rather than, 6 carpenters. And basically what we'll have is like an export bus of seeds, and we'll also have an export bus. So we'll have like just like this, but we'll have seed oil, and we'll also have a transposer for water and seeds. So we might need a few more channels back here than we currently have available, right? Because we're already using, 5, and we're definitely going to need 1 more export bus and 2 more transposers. So we might just barely make it with the 8 that we have available. But worst case, we can always, run some more dense cabling or whatever. We'll figure something out. Cable-wise, we shouldn't have a problem with channels. We can figure out solutions for channels. For now, though, I'm signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode, because this was a fun one for me. I enjoyed it, so I hope you guys did too. For now, take it easy.